one should know the most important formula of the rich. Wealthy individuals do not depend on only one source of income. They believe in having multiple sources of income. In this video, we'll talk about the 10 assets that are making people rich day by day. What is an asset? An asset is an object, a property, or any possession that puts money in your pocket. On the other hand, a liability takes money out of your pocket. Wealthy people focus on collecting assets and limiting liabilities to grow their wealth. Amongst the 10 assets, the first asset that people use to get rich are stocks. Stocks have made people grow their financial wealth for centuries. Did you know that if you bought $220 of Apple stock in 1980, it would be worth over $180,000 today? Stocks are not as complicated as they might appear. When a person buys a stock, they're buying a small piece of a company. This, in turn, makes them a small owner of the company. There are two main ways people get rich using stocks. First, if the company stock you own increases in value. For instance, if you had bought 10 stocks of a company worth $50 per share and its value increased to $200 in the next 10 years, you would have made a capital appreciation of $150 per share, which sums up to be $1,500. Another way people are making money using stocks is by collecting dividends. As a stockholder, you are a small owner of the company as well. For the same reason, when a company profits over a period of time, it distributes part of the profits to its share owners in the form of dividends. Before investing, you need to notice if a company pays a dividend or not, and if they do, what is the percentage, as it varies from company to company. Number 2. Bonds. If a company or government need to raise capital to fund a project, it will issue bonds for investors. There is a difference between owning a bond or a stock. A stock is a small ownership of the company that entitles you to the gains or losses of a company, whereas a bond is a debt or a loan that a company or government has taken from investors. Even though the returns of a bond are less than that of stocks, bonds are considered a safer form of investment comparatively because, in stocks, if a company loses market value, the stockholder also loses value, but bondholders keep getting the fixed interest rate they were promised at the time of issuing the bond. A lot of investors buy bonds to diversify their portfolio and reduce the risk factor. Number 3. Real estate. Real estate is a tool that has made many people wealthy for years. There are two ways to create wealth using real estate. The first one is by renting out your property and receiving a check regularly with minimal ongoing work. This type of income is categorized into passive income. The second way is by holding onto the property and selling it after its market value appreciates. Number 4. REIT. If you want to invest in real estate and don't want to deal with all the management and the logistics of owning real estate, or do not have the capital to buy real estate, REITs can be a good option. REIT stands for Real Estate Investment Trust. A REIT is a company that owns and operates real estate, whose shares can be bought by investors. In return for the investments, investors receive dividends with respect to the earnings made by the REITs from the real estate. REITs can also be bought and sold in major public exchanges, such as the New York Stock Exchange or the Nasdaq, making it easier to buy and sell and increasing its liquidity. Number 5. Business. Constructing your own business is one of the biggest ways of making money. For most people, starting and scaling a business is not a passive way of earning money, but if done right, you can automate the whole process by hiring the right people for the right tasks to make it a passive source of income. Number 6. Index funds. As the name suggests, an index mutual fund invests in stocks that imitate a stock market index like the S&P 500, Nifty 50, etc. An index fund is a type of mutual fund that tracks a section of the financial market like the S&P 500, which in turn tracks the 500 biggest companies in the US. This means that your investment in the S&P 500 will depend on how the top 500 companies are performing. This type of investing provides diversification since you're not buying just one company, but a whole sector of the market. Number 7. Patents. Patents are a right granted to an investor that allows them to exclude all others from making, using, or selling their invention for 20 years. Once a patent is granted, the patent holder is then the sole person or company who is permitted to make, use, or sell the product, process, or solution to a technological problem that they have developed and registered. All others are prohibited unless they are given permission. If your patent has a good potential in the market, companies will have to pay you to use your invention. This could be an idea, a product, or a software. If your invention has marketable value, you can license your patent to companies and make income from it. Number 8. Digital products. A digital product is an intangible asset or piece of media that can be sold and distributed repeatedly online without the need to replenish inventory. These products often come in the form of downloadable or streamable files, such as MP3s, PDFs, videos, plugins, and templates. Digital products are highly profitable assets as you need to create them only once and you can profit from it day in and day out. Number 9. Copyrights. Copyright is a form of intellectual property protection provided by the law. Copyright protection is available for original works of authorship, whether published or unpublished. The categories of works that can be protected by copyright laws include paintings, literary works, live performances, photographs, movies, and software. It's a great form of asset, since copyrights can also be licensed out for royalty. One of the most popular examples is of J.K. Rowling. She's the author of the world-famous Harry Potter books. Since the intellectual property of the idea of Harry Potter as a character and book belongs to her, she's paid a royalty every time her intellectual property is put to use. She's paid a royalty out for the movies, the merchandise sold based on her characters, the tickets sold, Broadway shows, and many other forms of business created through her intellectual property. Number 10. Social media brand. Social media like Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and Twitter are amongst the fastest growing social media platforms and hold great potential of becoming an asset. Good content creation can help you reach a larger audience and help you create the business you need. One of the best things about social media is there is no barrier to entry. Anyone can take advantage of these platforms and build great businesses around them. Summarizing, the 10 assets that may help you get wealthy are: Number 1, stocks. Number 2, bonds. Number 3, real estate. Number 4, REITs or real estate investment trusts. Number 5, businesses. Number 6, index funds. Number 7, patents. Number 8, digital products. Number 9, copyrights. And number 10, a strong social media brand. Learn and explore the possible options you have in life and keep building your financial knowledge to get a better understanding of investing.